Welcome to Real Bass Lessons. Today we're going to continue with part 2 of Triads. In the last lesson we learned this. And then we went to the next key. Good, we're going to do the same type of thing, but we're going to go up and down. And it's a little bit of a twister, but watch this. Up C, same exact finger as before. Down F. Up B flat. Good, let me show that connection now. So here we go, up C, play with me. Sure, just like in the last lesson. Now watch, here's F. Watch this fingering. Where it sets us up. Sure, those last three notes in F are actually the root, the fifth, the third, which leads us to that root of the next one, going around the cycle of fours. Let's do that real slow. I'll stop in between them. Beginning, 3 and 4 and. Stop, F. Stop, B flat. Down to E flat. Let's keep going. A flat. Up an octave to the G flat. Back home to C, sure. Now, if you didn't master that last lesson of that first finger going up, you probably need to go back to that one because now we got two different shapes. Understand, these are still just triads. I know it sounds simpler to your ear, but if you get your bass out and play with me, you will find something different, I promise. And it'll be tremendous practice for you. It's learning the fingerboard and it's learning the combinations of where these triads end up. Let's do it like this now. Watch, I'm not going to leave the space. Watch this. Good, you do just that much with me, okay? C and F ending on that B flat. 3 and 4 and. Cool. Have you heard it said, good bass playing is all about fingering, hand position, and shifting? Well, it is. And I know there's guys who, they want to go, well, Jim, what about the groove and what about the feel? Well, of course, all of that stuff, that's the stuff we have inside us now. By the way, did you know that you've already got all the talent and creativity and ingenuity and passion and love for music you're ever going to get? You're not going to lose any and you're not getting any more. What we need to do is feed that with some discipline on the instrument. So let's do that C to F to B flat one more time. Copy my finger, and you may have to stop here and work it out, okay? 3 and 4 and. it all the way around. Let's see if we can get a little metronome going here. See what the tempo is. Boom, 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 boom. That's a touch faster. Let's use it. And when we get down here, we shift up for the G flat. I'll try to remember to cue you. Ready? Ready, play. We're going to have to shift up. There it is. Mouthful. I love it. I love it. It's just a matter of learning the fingering and then working on it. Maybe even slower than we have to do it here. And of course, you need to learn the one finger going up before you learn the other one going down. Now, when you get this really flying, you're going to love it. It's going to sound great, and there'll be a bunch of other stuff you can do with it. But one thing you can do, and by the way, good learning, good teaching, it's always about figuring out ways to continue to work on the fundamentals, because that's the foundation to our little iceberg. The wider the foundation the fundamentals get, the higher it gets up here. Sure. I know that some people don't want to believe that. They just want to start up here, but life doesn't work that way, I promise. But here's another thing you can do. You can go C, E, G, E, G, C, G, C, E, C, E, G, F, C, A, C, A, F. You can just speak the notes to learn them. You can say root, third, fifth to learn the scale degrees. Root, third, fifth, third, fifth, root, fifth, root, third, fifth, root, fifth, third, root, fifth, third, root. Yeah, learn them. Look at the fingerboard and learn where they're at. But right now, let's just work on the physical aspect. I've found that that's the most important. Theory and understanding, the mechanics, or nothing mechanics, understanding the names of things, that's much later. Let's physically learn to play it on the bass. Let's do exactly the same thing again. All the way around. And remember, we got to jump. We're not going to play the G flat. We're going to play it up here. Boom, 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 boom. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Shift. Slip there for a minute. I was thinking about what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to say that this is killer, but this is just like A in the alphabet of learning your arpeggios and chords all over the bass. But you got to start someplace, okay? That's a learning challenge for many people. They look at the task ahead of them, and it's just so steep and so many things, and they go, man, I want to play like Stanley Clarke and Marcus Miller, and they get depressed. Folks, everybody's got to start someplace. Did you know there was a day where I'll bet you Stanley Clarke did not know that was a C? That sounds sort of absurd or, ludicrous, but No, that's the truth. We all have to start someplace. You need to start at the fundamentals. And don't skip them. As I've said many times before, if you want to just watch the video and go, that's cool, Jim, that's cool. But if you'll get your bass out and play along with me, that's the ticket. And I love working on fundamentals. That's why I like teaching. That's that's the stuff that excites me, seeing people get solid on their instrument. The cool stuff, it'll happen, I promise, if we get solid on the instrument. Do the same thing again before we speed it up. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Because I mess up, don't you, okay? Often when we get towards the end of doing it, I start thinking about what we need to do. Now, just before we speed it up, let's do it one more time, and let's go around twice, non-stop. That pressure, both physically and mentally, of staying in the game for twice as long can be challenging. Here we go. Ready? 2 and 3 and 4. Again. Cool. How did you do? Did you make it? Now, this is part of learning. I talk about this a lot, and that is you need to be playing with me every single note. Don't just play a little bit and go, boy, I'm tired, I stopped. Or, oh, I missed that, I'll get it later. Or, I think this is cool, I'll go have dinner and work on this later. Folks, get in here with me. These little videos are usually, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 minutes long max, usually about 10 to 15 minutes. Work with me, work with me, work with me. And you're going to have to sound bad before you sound good. So now's the time to do it, okay? Let's kick the tempo up just a touch here and see if we can do it again. By the way, if you were scuffling with it slow, you probably can't do it faster. But let's try it here. Just a little bit. Bump, bump, bump. Once around. 3 and 4. Let's go up a little more. Get it kind of flowing. That was 76. Let's go up about 90. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, quite a bit faster. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go again. Marvelous. Is that fun or is that fun? Let's kick it up again, huh? Let's see, that's 90. That's 106. Bump, 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 bump. By the way, just because I'm not going to make it go do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, you can do that. Practice it. I have. Me and a bunch of my students, we practice this stuff and get it flying, okay? By the way, somebody said, man, this is like fun to impress your friends with, you know? Well, whatever. It's just good to learn your instrument and develop some fluidity. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go around again. was thinking about practicing it and developing chops. Have you guys seen my son Grant Stinnett play the bass? He does a lot of other computer and movie music these days, but you just type in his name, you'll see a bunch of technique and stuff he's worked on. Actually, you'll see the piccolo, all sorts of, stuff he's doing, but you'll also see technique stuff him and I've worked on. What about it? Good lesson, huh? Get into it. Should we go up one more? Let's try it one more little time. Okay, that was 106. 122. Hope I don't make a fool of myself. By the way, there's no such thing as that. Not if you're practicing. 1, 2, ready, play. Yeah, fired up. Keep practicing a whole bunch.